So, Roddy, I'm much looking forward to this recital on December the 5th at Middle Temple Hall. And you came up with this idea. You were studying, for the first time really, the great cycles of Franz Schubert. And you came up with this idea of, as a way of exploring Winterreise, Schubert's Winter Journey, you might make a sort of English Winter's Journey. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think because I've got a lot more experience in my career to date with singing English song, I have a broader repertoire there of things that I've sung, over 20 or 30 years. And whereas I'm feeling quite new to the Schubert, I feel that I know it from the inside quite in such a way that I wanted to try and find some sort of emotional response on some level to each of the Schubert songs, so that as I present them in German, I'm thinking, yes, that reminds me of something.
Yeah.
And it's a game, I mean, having read Ian Bostrich's book on Anatomy of Obsession, he's obviously had similar thoughts in singing Winterreise many times. He clearly thought, that reminds me of this, that reminds me of that.
Yes.
And his thoughts have been going upwards. So in a sense, it's my version of the same sort of thing, using English songs.
Well, I must say, as soon as you mentioned it to me, I thought, well, that would be a fascinating thing to do, especially with your depth of knowledge of the English song repertoire. And I thought we might, just for this little clip, give an idea of some of the songs that we have included. And one, for instance, is quite an obvious choice because, of course, one of the most famous of the Schubert songs is the Linden Tree, Lindenbaum.
Yes.
And it's a moment of repose in the cycle.
Yeah.
When he stops his wandering and lies beneath a linden tree, also wonders if he's actually going to end his time there.
Yeah.
And there is a very famous song of Vaughan Williams, which is the Linden Lea. And just the fact that the linden tree is in common with both made it a very suitable choice. But there's one other reason, which is that Lindenbaum, der Lindenbaum, is almost has acquired a folk song-like status in German-speaking countries. And in a way, so has the linden tree.
Yes.
So I thought for this little YouTube video, we might do a performance of Vaughan Williams's wonderful Linden Lea, which has also acquired almost folk song-like status in English-speaking countries. Vaughan Williams said that he earned more from the royalties of this one song than all his 9 symphonies put together. It was so popular.
Yeah.
So here is Linden Lea.
Within the woodlands flowery gladed, by the oak trees mossy moot, the shining grass blades timber shaded now do quiver underfoot, and birds do whistle overhead, and waters bubbling in its bed, and there for me the apple tree do lean down low in Linden Lea. When leaves that lately were a-springing now do fade within the copse, and painted birds do hush their singing up upon the timber tops, and brown-leaved fruits are turning red in cloudless sunshine overhead. With fruit for me the apple tree do lean down low in Linden Lea. Let other folk make money faster in the air of dark-roomed towns. I don't dread a peevish master, though no man may heed my frowns. I be free to go abroad, or take again the homeward road, to where for me the apple tree do lean down low in linden
Early on in the cycle, the second song, in fact, there is a very fast virtuoso song which is called Die Wetterfahne, the weather vane. Can you tell us about that song and the song that you've chosen to replace it with in this English cycle?
Well, the thing is, second song in, it's quite useful. Schubert's obviously aware it's quite useful to have something that has a breath of fresh air,
An
a
energy,
real breeze
yeah.
into it. Yeah, and much like the weather outside now, it's just rattling all the leaves in the trees outside. And because Schubert has been a great architect in building 24 songs in Winterreise, part of the, not problem, more than challenge for us is to construct a program that's similarly well built. So it's clear for us that we needed something that had a bit of guts, a bit of gusto to be the second song in. And so rather than scrabbling around to find a song about a weather vane, which is very specific and a bit tricky, we found something that has the similar oomph, similar feel to Wetterfahne.
Yeah.
This is the Blow, Blow Thou Winter Wind by Roger Quilter.
Blow, blow, thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, because thou art not seen. Although thy breath be rude, although thy breath be rude. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly, most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky that dost not bite so nigh as benefits forgot. Though thou the waters warp, thy sting is not so sharp, as friend remembered not, as friend remembered not. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly, most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly, most jolly.
And now, as one more song I thought we could give to give the audience an idea. This is from the second half of the cycle, and it is Die Greisekopf. It is the grey hair, the grey head, when he gets up in the morning and he finds that there is dew on his hair, and he thinks for a moment that he's actually turned white. His hair has turned white with the horror of his situation overnight. And the song we've chosen to replace this song in our English cycle is very interesting because it is written by Roddy himself.
But it's a strange thing because I was drawn to this this song and this poem by just the one image of the grey hair, and it actually comes from the last line of the William Blake poem. But the Blake poem is from the Songs of Experience, And I think there's something to be said about the original Müller-Schubert poem, a Schubert setting, where the person thinks he's old and then realizes he's young again. And this song, for me, I wrote it as a teenager. It's dated 1980. So here I am in my grand old middle age, or whatever you want to call it, and I actually do have grey hairs, singing a song written by my teenage self. I just love that frame of time. It seems to fit in some way the original. It's a good match.
So here is The Angel of William Blake, set by Roddy Williams.
I dreamt a dream. What does it mean? And that I was a maiden queen, guarded by an angel mild. Witless woe was ne'er beguiled, guarded by an angel mild. And I wept both night and day, and he wiped my tears away. And I wept both day and night, and hid from him my heart's delight. Guarded by an angel mild. So he took his wing and fled. Then the morn blushed rosy red. Soon my angel came again. I was armed, he came in vain. For the time of youth was fled, and grey hairs were on my head.
Good. One take wonder.
I think you should
Great.
be very proud
Lovely,
of that song.
lovely.
Beautiful song. Haunting.
Thank you very much. Well, what's interesting is that, of course, now I'm so much older. I know what the song's about now. I know what the poem's about, you know. And as a young man, 14, I thought, oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that's good. And, the 14, 15, yeah,
Prodigy.
steeped in my howls, shall we say? It's all fine. But I was responding to the words on the surface much more, and that's fine. But it doesn't mean that meanings from the poem can't come out. But it's very interesting.
It's like having an instinct, isn't it, rather than an intellectual knowledge.
Yes, that's it. Yeah,